Hey everybody, this is Justin with another episode of Tech Talk. Getting a lot of talk about excessive idle times, what that causes to your after treatment, the detriments it may have on your engine, your fuel economy, and what kind of maintenance that might require or cause you to wind up having to do. So we're talking about this beautiful robin egg blue T680 behind me, 500 horsepower X15, beautiful engine, but excessive idle times, your engine doesn't get up to full operating temperature. Low operating temperatures create excessive carbon. That carbon builds up in your after treatment, builds up in your EGR cooler, can cause fuel dilution, can cause oil consumption. These engines aren't designed to run at low RPMs and no load. So when we're running these things at excessive idle times, these things can start pulling oil through the cylinders, start building a bunch of excess carbon. Well, that soot, that carbon's got to go somewhere. Plugs up your EGR cooler, plugs up your after treatment filters. Then you're down on the side of the road pissed off with a $10,000 after treatment bill to fix your truck because you needed that air conditioner. Listen guys, it's totally necessary in this day and age to buy yourself an APU, an EPU. They've got those new electronic power units that don't run with an engine, that don't run off of diesel fuel. It's all batteries. Your truck will auto start whenever the batteries get low, charge them back up, shut itself back off, and you're running off of battery power. A lot of the trucks nowadays, you'll notice when you're running your truck and you're idling for a while, the RPMs will bump up and it'll automatically start to run at a higher RPM. That helps. Manufacturers put that into place, to try and help out with reducing that carbon load. But let's face it, these engines are designed to run. You can't cage the animal, guys. You gotta let them out to play. If you leave this thing just idling, sitting in the truck stop, sitting on the side, in one of the rest stops or something, or even when you're sitting there at the loading dock getting your load and you're sitting there for 2-3 hours while they load your trailer, that idle time, that all adds up. Initially, you don't think much of it. It doesn't matter. You're not noticing much, but do you also realize that your truck will burn about 1 gallon of fuel every hour that it idles? That adds up. If you idle for 8 hours, say, you've used 8 gallons of fuel and you didn't go anywhere. You didn't get any mileage. Your engine's got excessive carbon starting to build up, starting to face pack the DPF filter, the diesel oxidation catalyst, or DOC as they call it. That stuff starts to get face plugged. These things all run off of pressures. But that carbon, that soot, that's building up in your engine from the low temperatures that are caused by idling instead of running under a load, they've got to go somewhere. They'll start to face plug. Now you need to go in and get your filters cleaned more often. Your truck starts doing more often regens. Then it won't, eventually it stops completing regens. This beautiful X15 here, they eliminated the 7th injector, so that diesel fuel that gets injected into your after treatment actually comes from the engine. Some of the other trucks, other manufacturers, they haven't moved to that technology, so you have a 7th injector in the exhaust system. That carbon face plugs that injector. Now it's not injecting fuel. Now your after treatment also won't get up to full temperature, so you can't even complete a full regen, which actually plugs it up more. And that's what winds you up in a shop, at a dealer, and what could have been a $10,000 bill putting an APU on your truck winds up being a $10,000 maintenance bill, and you didn't wind up with anything extra besides just running your truck down the highway. I totally recommend, buy an APU, invest in an APU or an EPU. They're gonna work way more efficiently. You're gonna save fuel. You're gonna reduce your maintenance costs. You're not gonna have the wear and tear on your engine. These engines and the cylinder walls and the pistons and everything, the way they're designed, are designed to function at a load, not at an idle, not at slow RPMs. So when you let it idle over time, you're also causing more wear on your engine, which needs you to do more oil changes more frequently. And now maybe you got to 700,000 miles before you needed an overhaul, but excessive idle time might knock that in half and put you down to 350,000 miles, and you're already needing an in-frame and rebuilding your complete engine that should have lasted you closer to 750,000 to 1 million miles. Save yourself the hassle, save yourself the heartache and the extra bills that don't put benefit in your pocket or benefit into your beautiful rig, and shut the truck off. Until next time, guys, join us again for another Tech Talk. Send us some questions. We'd be happy to answer anything you've got, maybe provide a little insight on some frustrating things or repairs you might be dealing with. Whatever you've got, we're here to help.